I just got off the phone with one of the sweetest homeowners. They took me up on my offer to evaluate their assessment to see if it was worth appealing it. Let's talk about it. So, like most people, they had gotten their assessment back in into December or maybe early January. Nice Christmas present, for some people. But the funny thing with their assessment is this year it actually went down. Now it didn't go down a whole lot. It went down 0.09%, so not even a tenth of a percent. And their property was already at a pretty high value, so it kind of makes sense that it went down. But they hadn't kind of taken it seriously in years past, and just because they got reminded of their assessment, they figured maybe it's worthwhile going through the appeal process. Let's talk to somebody about it. So we had some chatting online, and then she called me this afternoon, and we had a wonderful conversation. Talked about kind of the uniqueness of their home and stuff like that, and that was part of my questions, because when I first did research on their property, I was like, this is opening a lot more questions than it's ever giving me answers. And it was very difficult to comp the property. Now, to maintain their confidentiality, I won't share kind of details with it, but it had one of the things with valuing property is all about being homogeneous. The more homogeneous property is, the more alike it is to other properties, the easier it is to value, because you have real sales data. When a property is not homogeneous, very unique, which this one was, both in size of the property and land and all sorts of other things about the property, it's incredibly difficult to get a value for it. So after my research and after having a very pleasant discussion with them, I suggested that it was definitely worthwhile taking it to the county and going through the informal review process. And I asked them to keep me up to date, because I wanted to walk them kind of through this process and help them understand what they were getting themselves into. They were concerned that maybe the value could actually go up, and understandably so for some other reasons they gave me. But I said that's likely not going to be the case, because I think it's been overvalued for a while now. So I'll let you know kind of how that goes. But it's just another service that I was offering to my community. There's no catches. I wasn't trying to get their phone number and try and see if they want to sell the house. That wasn't what it was about. It's really about being a service to the community. So if you got questions about assessments, appraisals, real estate in general, I'm always happy to answer your questions. I'm 804 Michael. The number's easy to remember.